100. We finally did it before the beat drops. 100. 100 episodes. Wow. What's your favorite number 100 thing? There's 100 pennies and $1. Is that what it is?
No.
What is it?
Probably the 100th Mountain Dew I ever had.
Yes, today we are going to drink a total of 100 sips of Mountain Dew on the pod, and that's it. That's all we're going to do. Are you at one? I got to get my first. So you're at one.
Crack
and
one.
Now I'm at one as well. So yes, we are well on our way to 100 sips of Mountain Dew. I hope you are ready for this great content for
100 sips of Mountain Dew and 100 5-star reviews.
100 5-star reviews, which we'll get into right after this intro.
Bum, 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 bum.
We've done this 100 times and you're already getting ahead of yourself.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm here to drink dew and just have a podcast. That's all it is.
That's all you're here to do?
Yeah, because as the dew goes down, the words get slicker.
And if they get slicker, then you get quicker.
Exactly.
And let's get off this topic. Yes. So we are both on our way to 100 sips of Mountain Dew, but really we have kind of small cans.
No, you have the small can.
You have a big can, but you already took some preemptive sips.
I have a tall boy.
You do, but you took some sips of the tall boy ahead of time, so we got to split it 50-50 to make 100.
Because it's 9 p.m. and I plan to be asleep in an hour and a half.
That's not going to happen at all, because we're going to be here for 4 hours, baby.
Oh.
But you actually know how long the episode is because it's already produced. You're looking at it right now. You know how much time we have. We have 7 hours.
7 hours.
7 hours left. And during that 7 hours, they'll give you plenty of time to leave us a 5-star review. Because again, we're on our road to 100 5-star reviews, which is just poetic.
This is our last episode.
That we said that last week.
Oh, yeah.
And we're still here.
For episode 200, Samuel vows to have 2-hour podcast, 200-hour podcast.
200-hour podcast.
Yeah.
I was going to say 2-hour podcast is likely.
Totally doable.
That will, I mean, we keep on getting longer like every week.
200 episodes, another 100 into this, I'll probably be dead.
Oh gosh.
And
wow.
You'll be married.
Wow. That got dark and happy at the same time.
Exactly.
Nice. But yes, 100 episodes, 100 5-star reviews, and there's going to be other 100 items throughout this podcast, so you want to make sure to listen in because you might get to hear Dane sing a bit.
Lindsay Reed is delusional. I was talking to her on the phone yesterday.
What?
And she goes, "Do you remember when you mentioned this on the podcast?" And I don't know if I can tell you all on the podcast if you want.
You can bleep yourself as needed.
So Lindsay was like, "So our," and I was like, "No."
I'll bleep this part.
And
there
then
we go.
She goes, "Well, I thought you told me." And I go, "Nope." And she goes, "Wait, you didn't tell me that. He said that on the podcast." I go, "He sure didn't."
No, she's not listening to the pod.
I know. I was like, Lindsay, why would he say that on the podcast?
And just so you know, I'm bleeping out multiple parts, so you have no context what this conversation is about, just for fun.
Yeah. I was like, Lindsay, why would he say that on the podcast?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
And honestly, now how you're saying that, it'll make it funnier with these bleeps. Like, he would never say that on the pod.
He would never say that on the podcast.
Nice.
100 bleeps for the 100th episode. Mother.
No, I don't want to bleep that many times. Wait, number 2?
Oh, that's 2.
Okay, we're both at 2. That's good.
I don't think we're going to make it to 100.
I think we can. I need to have somewhere I'm keeping track. I don't know.
I'm going to finish.
Do you have a pen and paper?
No,
you don't. We have computers because
we have computers, you caveman.
Okay, well, we're at 2 apiece. We'll see how it goes. But okay, so leave us a 5-star review. Do that. But also, we have some updates from this week.
So true.
You want to hear it, I know. But do you remember back in the day, there's this thing that happened that was called COVID?
No, we beat the war. America won again.
We did. While a lot of people hated that time for obvious reasons, there were some good things to come out of COVID. One of which was lockdown. And during that time, we were like, what are we going to do? We need to see people somehow. And some people might have played Grand Theft Auto. Some people might have gone on runs by themselves.
Boo.
Other people played Catan online. But no. You don't just play normal Catan. You play colonist.io, which is the free version of Catan. You play with all your friends. And it's just so fun to do. I played that dozens of times during COVID. And I brought it back this past weekend.
I'm sorry that Samuel's such a nerd.
No, Catan is a fun game, and my voice
For
squeaked.
nerds.
No, stop calling me a nerd, you dweeb. But yeah, I played the other day on, I guess it was Saturday, with Keaton and Joe, two of the people I played Colonist.io with back in the day during COVID, and it was just a good time. We only played one game because I dominated,
obviously,
but it also just gave us a good opportunity to also hit a Zoom call. I know that gives some of you PTSD thinking about Zoom once again. But yeah, we're just having good conversations, playing some online Colonist or Catan, as you would say, and just watching me dominate as per usual.
I'm ahead of you in the sip count.
Did you just take another?
Yeah.
We have to do it together.
No, I'm thirsty.
We're at 3. You have to let me know because we got to get up to 50 apiece.
I didn't want to interrupt.
And I'm going to track. So just let me know when you sip so then I can match the sips.
I can't.
You got it?
You're in the middle of a conversation with your with the world.
Well, we're done with that part of the conversation. I also went to a wedding with two of my friends, Jackson and Claire, this past weekend as well.
Can't believe me. Jackson, you're awesome though. Oh, you should bleep. Did Jackson listen to this?
He might. Do you want me to bleep that or keep it in?
I don't know. Probably bleep that out.
I guess I'll bleep part of that. Man, I don't want to bleep everything, but why
Claire,
not?
if you're listening, tell your sister I said hello.
I'll keep that. There you go.
100 bleeps.
Do you want me to keep that?
The second part, yes.
Okay, keep the second part. I'll get rid of the first. Man, this is wild. Have you had many times where you've been friends with both the groom and the bride ahead of time? Because I have not had many occurrences like this.
Honestly, probably most of the weddings I've been to,
Really?
I've been friends with both. Yeah.
It's wild. I feel like most of the times I have like one friend gets married and then it's someone else that I get to kind of know, but I wasn't like friends with both of them before they even got together. Yeah.
There's times where like I wasn't friends with them beforehand and then I got to know them while they were dating. Yeah. And I'm like, she doesn't suck or he isn't the worst. That's one of the highest compliments I can give somebody is they're like, how do you feel about this person? I go, they're not the worst. Mm-hmm. And that means I like them pretty well. Is when if I say that means it's pretty good.
And that was the case for myself, not in your words per se, but
exactly.
Got to know Jackson like in college. We both did like accounting, both were in the same college ministry, and then just like to hang out, ride bikes, etc. And I've known Claire forever because we swam together at a very young age. So being friends with both of them and then they both get married, it was just fun because then I know people who show up on both sides.
Exactly.
Which that means there's less strangers, which is just leading to more fun. And I'm a big fun guy,
I like We're Not Really Strangers.
Huh?
The game.
Oh, what? Oh, the card game? Do you want to explain really quick because you just took it out of context?
No, it's in context. It's a card game where you progressively ask deeper questions. Level 1, surface level, like what is your favorite color?
How do you win?
You don't. You win by crying.
Then that's not a game.
You win by crying.
You only can play a game if you can win the game.
That's true.
Which is why the Cowboys don't play games.
You play to win the game. But also, let's look at the score.
What? Oh, they're playing right now.
They are playing right now.
Have you taken your fourth sip yet?
I'm about to. We are down by 7, so joke's on you. Started the second half.
You're doing really good. Shout out.
That's really good, actually.
Nice. Okay, sip number 4. Okay, we're making progress.
Dang, that's smooth.
But yeah, they got married. It was a good time. Was very excited to see two good friends get married to one another. Something else that's just kind of interesting about this whole dynamic is I'm good friends with like all of Jackson's like family, and he has a very large family. There's like 10 kids total.
He told me that. Yeah,
it's wild. Yeah. It's wild. And for a while we were kind of playing a game like who would meet all the siblings of the other family first, which he had an advantage because there's only 5 of us and we're all in Springfield compared to his family was like spread out all across the country.
All over.
But I have met all of them, I believe, at this point. But his dad specifically, it's funny just like some of the things he remembers about me because like we've had several conversations, but literally when I first walked in, he introduced me to his like brother. He's like, this guy, he's huge into bobbleheads, like bobbleheads on bobbleheads. And he's
pointing
like,
to you or to his?
To me. Yeah. Yeah. That's how he like introduced me. Not that I swam in college, not that we've been friends since whenever or whatever else. It's just like, yeah, he's huge into bobbleheads. And then he was like, I got some really special bobbleheads at each of the tables of Jackson throughout his life. And I'm like, well,
that's crazy.
Now I got to collect each one. He lied. He did not have the bobbleheads. So I almost left at that point.
Obviously. After being lied to, you can't trust anything else that's happening.
He also wasn't the only person to introduce me to someone else about bobbleheads. Another person who I went to college with, who now lives like in St. Louis, I believe, who I was in accounting with, he introduced me to his fiance. He's like, yeah, this guy knows all about like bobbleheads. And I'm like, am I just a bobblehead guy?
Your reputation precedes you.
I know. I mean, at least it's nothing nerdy. Like at least it's something really cool like bobbleheads.
that with Catan. And sports cards too.
Hey. At least it's not Pokemon.
That's true.
So, or like Magic.
Magic. If you did LARPing, that would be interesting.
Okay, that looks pretty fun. Not gonna lie.
That happens in Phelps Grove next to my house all the time. Man. I go for a run, and then there's people just fighting with swords. And I'm just like, oh man, I gotta stay away before I get cut with a sword.
It would have been really dangerous when you saw the port. One strike and you die.
Yeah, when I had the port, people would have killed me. Mm-hmm. Or if Lord knows if they would have cast a spell on me, I don't know what would happen. Maybe if he would be in quicksand, or I don't know.
That could have been rough.
I don't know how spells work.
Yeah,
I'm a Christian.
The person who also introduced me regarding bobbleheads, his name is Ben Dobson. Solid guy. He's also a really big baseball fan, and we legit ranted about the Cardinals for like 45 minutes, and it was mainly him talking to me, and then I gave him like all of my takes about everything Cardinals baseball.
I mean, that's how we met.
I know it's a good thing to talk about, but we really dug into some stuff. It was cool because I went to a game 2 years ago when Paul Goldschmidt got his MVP award that season, and we were both at the same game where he hit the walk-off grand slam. If you remember that. What? 1 second, 1 sip. 5 sips. We were at the same game, but he was front row behind home plate, and I was in the outfield. But we got to have that shared experience, which was nice.
Yeah, because you both streaked across the field.
That is true. We're both not allowed to go back there anytime soon, which is why that was our last game.
Happens to the best of us, really.
It really does. If
you haven't run naked across a baseball field before, then I don't know what you're doing with your life.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's weird because if you do it at baseball, you get arrested. Do it at soccer, they encourage it.
So true. That's Europeans, though.
Yeah. You're wild. I mean, they do have all those beaches.
The nude ones, yes. Don't go there.
I was kind of pointing towards that.
If you're listening at home, don't go to one of those.
Unless you're in Europe.
Don't go there either.
But
to Europe, I mean.
Oh, speaking of butt. Huh? Yeah. So anyway, we talked a lot of baseball, which was cool. And then they also had appetizers during this time. Honestly, I think the best food item they had at this wedding was these goat cheese like crackers. Ooh. And each time I saw the person walking around, I was just like, here.
Just give me the tray.
Here. I was considering it.
Yeah,
I almost took a cracker off, gave it back to the waitress, and then I took the tray for myself. But they did not allow me to do that. Ugh. But I didn't try very hard.
You should have tried hard. Just like you say it in like kind of a joking way, and then you're like,
and then I walk away and eat them all.
You just
they
look
were
at
good.
them.
They were so good.
Or just follow them until they finally just do it and give you the tray.
That is also a good idea, man.
Give it to me.
I messed up. I guess I can change my plans next time I go to a wedding that has appetizers that are goat cheese on crackers that are good.
Shout out to the goat cheese.
So I will keep that in mind. Are we at 5 or 6 sips?
Oh, here comes 6.
Yep. Okay, we're doing good. That's 6.
I'm going to run out of dew before we get to 100 for sure.
Small sips.
Yeah.
Small sips. Me
too.
And then besides all of the wedding shenanigans, I also had some redemption at Costco.
Ooh.
I know.
Hey, yeah.
There are some people out there who you've mentioned that wasn't happy about my Costco hunting.
She's still not happy.
I don't necessarily know who it is, but I also know who it is because you told me. And
no, why would I do that? I would never betray your trust.
In my defense, where you go or where you work is just really far north, and I wanted to get my glasses yesterday.
I do work pretty far north.
Yep, I'm talking about you. That's it. But I did go back to Costco. I'm officially a Costco card holder. Feel pretty official.
Wow.
So now I can walk in without having to like shield my face because my face doesn't match the picture on the card.
Just sprint in.
That's a good idea. And then sprint out.
Yeah.
As long as you're like holding stuff and yelling frantically.
Yeah. La Bombe.
Yes. But then I did get a pair of glasses, which I'm pretty pumped about. It's really exciting.
Where are they?
It takes a while to
show
get
them, coward.
I can't because they're here are my new contacts though. Can you see them in my eyes?
No.
Yeah, but they are new contacts, so that's fun too. But yes, I did have the Costco redemption, which is good. I don't really have any other good updates. Dane, just start talking while we got to take 7, 8, 9, and 10 right now. 4 sips. 7. 2 more. 1 more. That was probably quiet too long, so I apologize.
I liked it.
We'll keep it 1 sip at a time now. But we're at 10. We're 40 away apiece.
So I went deer hunting this past weekend.
Oh dear.
And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you saw what happened in light of this. Some of you liked...
He neutered it.
No. Some of you liked the story that I posted on Sunday because what happened happened? So there I was, sitting there in my tree stand, and some of you may know who I am. I may have been on TikTok in the tree stand.
Yeah, you were on TikTok in the tree stand?
No. You
were making a TikTok in the tree stand.
No, I had one AirPod in, and then I was on TikTok because I was bored.
Yes.
And then because I would go through like a video, and then after the video, I'd look up, look around, look behind me, and then I go back to the next video, and then look up, look over, look behind me. And then at 4:45 Saturday evening, I was like, you know what? Tired of this. No more TikTok. I'm gonna seriously hunt now. And so I started to sit there and daydream, and I'm like, this and that, blah 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 blah. And then I look up, look over. Oh, hello. And hello, Mr. Deer. And there's Mr. Deer over there, and he's
looking pretty alive, I'm assuming.
He was very alive at the time. And so he's like walking, and he's kind of doing this head fake thing. Those of you who have been deer hunting before, it's where
crap, I just took number 11. Sorry.
So those of you who have been deer hunting before, you know what's like when a deer's like faking you out. So they'll like pretend to eat for a second, then whip their head up real fast.
Yeah.
And then they do it again. They'll pretend to eat, whip it up, pretend, whip it up. And he would do that probably 10 times in a row. And then he would actually graze for like 15 seconds. And, once of that happening, I was like, okay. And so I move while he's actually eating. And then I'm turning right over there. And then he whips his head up and looks right at me. And I'm like, oh no.
Did he wink?
No, he didn't wink.
Dang.
He's staring right at me. But I hold still. And then he
pulled out his gun.
He did pull out his gun. No, he starts to walk a little bit, and I start looking at him through my scope, and I'm like, oh, he's got 4 points on one side. I bet the other side at least matches. So I'm like, he's brown, so he's got to go down. Ooh. And so, not way.
Why did you say that?
Well, because it sounded a little racist.
Now I'm going to bleep it. Man.
So he starts walking, and
I was thinking the toilet originally, so you know.
That too.
Yeah.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. So then he starts walking, and while he's walking, he's like going through a little bit of the brush over here off to my slightly left. And as he starts to walk out of the brush, I'm like, I got to get on him because he knows something's up. And I'm like, I can't let him get away. He's a pretty decent buck. And so I get up on him and boom, shoot him. And usually when a deer, if you shoot them and you miss, their tail will go up and you see a white tail. But if you shoot them and you hit them good, they keep their tail down. He kept his tail down.
You killed him?
And so he runs all the way to the edge of the field, and he stops, and I rack another shell in there, and I'm about to shoot him again, but then he stumbles like a drunk man and then walks into the entrance of the woods, and you hear just a crashing sound, and I'm like, he's not doing too good. And then waited for about 30 minutes because it was getting about dark about then, and then got down, went over, found him right away, and Mark, my father, said congratulations, and we shook hands, and then it was great. And so that is how I killed my 20th deer in my 20th year of hunting.
That's pretty cool.
I really did.
You're almost to as many as Lindsay.
No,
she's at 47.
She's not at 47.
48?
Nope.
49.
Not even close.
50.
No.
Okay.
She's at 19.
Are you serious?
We were tied at 19.
She took a off year this year.
She took a pregnancy year. But I took a chemo year last year.
That is valid.
But I did hunt last year and killed deer.
Yeah, I thought you went hunting. I thought you talked about it.
I did. And so what I'm saying is I'm up 20 to 19 to Lindsay Reed, and Lindsay Reed can suck it. And so she got preferential treatment for years, and I've been out here grinding. I got cancer and still went.
Younger though.
It doesn't matter. I got cancer and still went. Plus, if she was really dedicated to it, she wouldn't have gotten pregnant at the time that she did, so that she could travel and hunt.
Let's be serious here. If she would have got a kill, did half the kill would have gone to her baby?
Yes.
So she would only got half.
That's
more?
Cheating. She has two people hunting.
But she would only have gotten a half kill. She would have been at 19 and a half.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because it's split between the two for one kill.
Yeah, and that's cheating because you can't have two people kill the deer at the same time. So disqualified. Lindsay's disqualified is what we're saying. And so, Lindsay, you can suck it. And also, we
hope the baby's doing well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then we have meat for the freezer now.
Okay.
And also, somebody send me your car. That is all. You'll hear more about it later.
Okay. Well, those are some good updates. Some other updates. First, we got to take a sip. Number 12.
I'm getting frisky.
Okay, 38 away at this moment in time. But we also have another segment, which we have done now for a few weeks, and it is something that we like to call Sports Talk.
That's something you press the wrong button.
Good afternoon, or morning, or evening. We are back with another segment of Sports Talk, where we talk about everything fantasy, football, baseball, and anything that's not soccer. Unless it's Kyle Hiebert, because I saw him this week.
So true.
Shook his hand, professional,
so
and
strong.
all.
He's so
what
strong.
What a guy. I want one of his signed jerseys right now. Game used.
Want him to be my husband.
What?
Metaphorically speaking.
I just wanted a jersey, man. He's also married.
Okay. Also being is not great either.
You just want me to bleep everything right now. Why?
Because Samuel hates the
Nope, that's another bleep. Gosh.
100 bleeps.
Nope, I don't want to have 100 bleeps. That gets annoying after a bit. Wow. Okay. Well, anyways, some sports talk. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul and Netflix all had a battle this week.
Yeah, they did.
Netflix
won.
Basically,
they all got knocked out.
Honestly, they all won in some. Well, actually, Netflix is the only one who lost. Let's be honest here, because they had one of the worst streaming performances I have ever seen or ever tried to see.
Mine was like 20 minutes behind and still buffering.
Yeah, it was like halfway through the guys' fight, and it was showing like one of the girls' fights, and I'm like, this is not that is not Mike Tyson. I know what Mike Tyson looks like, and that's not it.
Old.
Yes, he's old. Occasionally does not have pants on.
True.
On television.
Face tattoo.
That was weird. Face tattoo's big. Sometimes he's in movies called The Hangover.
True.
Which I've not seen, but I've heard of. But yeah, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, quote unquote, fought. ?
I got to the sixth round or whatever.
He wasn't throwing punches.
Well, after the first round, he wasn't throwing punches.
I think he was tired.
Oh yeah. He won the first round and then couldn't throw another punch the entire rest of the fight.
I've seen those clips, which again were probably about 2 or 3 years ago at this point, and he was so quick. But then I found out afterwards that I guess he lost like 25 pounds over the summer and had like 8 blood transfusions, and that's not great for power punching.
Nope.
He's also shorter than Jake Paul, so he has a shorter reach, which is not ideal.
And 40 years older.
Yeah, I think it's like 30, but still.
But yeah,
it could have been better. He did call out Logan Paul afterwards.
Might as well.
Yeah. So I don't know how that fight would go, or if it goes at some point.
Mike Tyson called him out?
Yeah, like right afterwards, he's like, I want Logan next. And Logan's like, what? No, I don't. What?
I don't box. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, he did box for a while. He fought Floyd Mayweather.
He did?
Yes.
Probably didn't go well.
Well, Floyd Mayweather just like jumped around and just kind of did his little dancing thing, so he got all his money.
Do my little dancey dance.
Yeah, so I don't know. It could be interesting. I don't know if he'll do it or not, but he is a WWE superstar.
True.
Yeah.
I got to the 6th round of the fight, and then I got a ESPN alert. It says the
fight's over.
Yeah, the fight was Jake Paul wins by unanimous decision. I'm like, what? There's still 4 more rounds. That's how much mine buffered and didn't play. And
it was rough. Eventually, we went to a stream on TikTok.
There you go.
And that got us basically to a live footage.
Somebody was there.
Yeah, I was really hoping, especially at the end, like Jake Paul kind of bowed to Mike Tyson. I was like, Mike, just punch him.
That's super weird.
Just punch him right here. You got to open. That would have got everybody. No one would have booed. They would have cheered.
No, nobody was rooting for Jake Paul.
Unless if anybody gambled on it, which no one does.
I mean,
I
wish I gambled
maybe
on it.
Then that could have been interesting.
You know who was rooting for Jake Paul?
Jake.
No.
Mike
Close.
Tyson.
Jack Holmgren.
Jack Holmgren. Yeah, Jack Holmgren's a Florida guy. Of course, he's cheering for Jake Paul.
They always root for the overdogs.
I can see it. Woof. Okay, well, besides that, also fantasy football this week. I haven't looked because I don't know the final score yet, but I believe I took down Angela Birdwell.
Let's see.
I'm not. You got to see what the score is. I think I was ahead at some point. I just haven't looked recently. And if I did beat you, Angela, I do apologize. But please just trade me your players.
Hey, I won.
And okay, did I win? Come on, you got to look.
Oh, I clicked basketball on accident.
Well, we are on football
league.
Yes. Yes. It's not too hard to look.
Samuel has defeated Angela Birdwell.
Shout out.
233 to 173. Just so you know, you would not have beaten me this week.
I had a down week, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be 9-2.
That's true.
So, and then I go against Ryan Rockwell next week, so then I can take sole possession of first place.
You wouldn't have beat Ryan Rockwell.
He had a good week. He had a good week this week. But I've still scored more. So Joshua went off.
You wouldn't have beat.
I didn't score.
It didn't
matter. It didn't matter.
You wouldn't have beaten Jack Holmgren either.
What's your record, Dane?
Better than yours.
No, it is not.
I'm about to move up though.
Okay.
Did Allie lose?
She did.
Let's see here.
She did.
Let's see.
She did. She did.
I'm going to move in front of Allie too. Suck it, Allie.
Gosh.
I'm going to move up to third after this.
Did we say we're at 12 sips apiece?
I don't know.
Let's take 13, 14 really quick. Okay, 14 sips. That's pretty good. Besides that, the Packers pulled a Chiefs move and they blocked a kick to win the game, which is wild.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier you hadn't seen how the game finished. I'm like, there's no way you missed this.
I saw it at halftime of the Chiefs game, I think.
Yeah, but it was like, you're not going to miss this game. It's pretty...
Only 4 teams make the playoffs? What the heck?
I know. Hey, just be good.
But anyway, I will be after this.
The Packers blocked a kick as the time was expiring to beat the Bears. So now they've beat the Bears 11 straight games, which is a new record for a win streak against one team and like that history between the Packers and Bears.
I have a question.
And
So on here, what's his face? Tucker Kraft, your guys' tight end.
Tight end, yeah.
Yeah. He's my tight end in fantasy. He got 0 catches for 0 yards and 0 touchdowns, and he got 2 points.
Targets.
He got 1 target for 2 points.
Yeah.
So is every target 2 points?
He probably had one other thing happened. I don't know. But I know targets are worth a point.
This is ridiculous.
But yeah, the Packers pulled a big move. It was pretty sweet. But it was very sweet, and it was still the top football scene from the week. But something else that was also great was that the Chiefs lost.
Oh, that was the best.
It was. I mean, I do cheer for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl if I hate the other team, but if not, it's kind of nice seeing them lose every once in a while, just because of how big of Chiefs fans people are around here.
Yes,
mostly
they suck.
There's just a lot of bandwagon fans, and I like it when they lose to get rid of the bandwagoners. I'm sorry to my friends who are Chiefs fans, but the bandwagoners are annoying.
The bandwagoners are annoying. I think Chiefs should be outlawed and they need to change their racist name.
Oh, my word.
And that all the Chiefs fans, they just annoy me. You know, it's just these little digs. It's fine. We're just going to win this. Blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. I would despise the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like how the Grinch despises Christmas, I despise the Chiefs. Yeah. Because I hate the Chiefs the most.
I really like Josh Allen, though, on the Bills, so I was happy to see him get a dub.
Josh is cool.
He had that 35-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, to win the game, essentially, well, to put it out of reach. And then it was crazy town. Yeah. And I don't know. I definitely didn't think that they were going to lose it until it literally hit zeros. And I was like, okay.
Well, they were still up 2 scores with less than 2 minutes. Like, it was so difficult to even have a chance. Yeah. And then they got an interception, and then the Bills won.
I'm also so glad because, even if they, because if they had gone undefeated, then won the Super Bowl undefeated when... Not since the 72 Dolphins has done that.
Well, I'd be like, also, oh my goodness. That also would be like a 25 or 26 game winning streak at that point.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That would have been wild.
Yeah, I would have been like, this is just the worst. I hate this. I hate everything. I'm moving. I can't live here anymore. And I would have to leave. But thankfully, the Bills saved me from having to move.
Shout out Bills.
That's all we can say.
Did you have any other updates for sports this week?
Yes. Did you see the Trump dance is going viral in all sports?
I saw that John Jones did it for his UFC fight, and I was like, what is he doing? I'm like, oh, Donald Trump's in the front row, and he's dancing ahead of him. And I hate social media in a lot of ways, but just people are like, oh, well, I'm not a John Jones fan anymore. I'm like, it's just a sport. Don't think about it too much. But what other people are doing that dance?
Oh, all over the place.
Dane was doing it. Well, name another example. This is the first I've seen it.
The Detroit Lions, DN's got a sack, and then they kind of high-fived, and then they both did it. They
did the dance?
Yeah, they both did it. Somebody scored a touchdown in college and did it. And it was all over the football world. Somebody in basketball might have done it. Mm-hmm. I don't remember. It's crazy. And I started thinking, I'm like, dude, And I was told that everybody hates Trump. Trump is this and blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, I don't know. Seems like
we don't need to get too far into politics, but obviously not everyone does not hate him because he got more votes. So
yeah,
it's just depends who you ask, I guess.
That's true. That's so true.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Did you take another sip?
No.
Yeah, you did. So I got to take 14 right here.
I don't know how many I've had. But you know what happens?
Take one more sip so we're at 15 apiece.
All right.
No, do it.
Oh, I
do it. I need to make sure you're doing it. And I think we're already off on the count, but
maybe.
That is what it is.
You know what happens? Like trying to count while we're doing something really just does something to me.
What does it do, Dane?
Really just grinds my hips.
Oh. And this is time for our Grinds Our Gears segment with Dane and Samuel, because we are the only two people who talk on this pod, except when we have other guests. And I guess when Jack calls in, and Lindsay, and others. Mainly us, though.
That's true. I mean, look at us.
So, Samuel, what grinds your gears? Thanks for asking, Samuel.
Back to Samuel.
Yeah, back over here. While the wedding was great for Jackson and Claire, I don't want to give them any crap because it was a great wedding. Their DJ played 3 slow songs in a row.
You need that.
I've never seen a DJ play 3 slow songs in a row.
Did you take a lady friend with you?
For the first song, and then the second one hit, I'm like, yeah, I think we're okay. And then the third one hit, and I fell asleep. Not really, but I mean, have you ever seen a DJ do that?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
I mean, usually one slow song is about the maximum amount you should do per wedding. And then he went a second and then a third. And I'm like, play the Cupid Shuffle. Like, do something. Play Yeah by Usher. Like, you can't do 3 slow songs in a row.
Play Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
It was wild. I mean, that would have been better. That would have been better. I'm just saying.
Everybody sings.
But the wedding was great. Thank you for inviting me. It was amazing. But the DJ just should not be playing 3 slow songs in a row. Unless you requested it. But even then, I'm questioning you now. But I don't think you requested 3 slow songs in a row. But now I'm done ranting about grinding my gears for the slow songs. But just one more thing. Netflix again, they stunk. Just all the buffering.
They need to fix it before their Christmas Day football games.
I don't understand how you can have one of the biggest streaming platforms in the world.
Yeah, and
they hype this up for months, and then they can't handle it.
Yeah,
like how they have to know. They have to know like how it was so bad.
You're able to have millions of people streaming every night on Netflix, but I mean, granted, this was probably
this is a live event.
This is the biggest live event they've never done a live event. But that I know of.
I think the hot dog eating contest they did, but I don't think 60 million people turned in to see Joey Chestnut eat some hot dogs.
Young man.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. I said a young man.
But yeah, that's everything that kind of grinds my gears. Dane, what grinds your gears? I'm going to take 5 sips during this period, and then you can catch up after this.
What grinds my gears?
No.
So I need to tell everybody something. If you guys are here, go ahead and just pull up a chair. We had a sad moment happen this past weekend. There I was living my life, driving up to Jeff City to go hunting.
Yep.
And then my stepmom says, Dane, how does it feel that you've driven your car for the last time?
Did you know this was happening?
No.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea.
Wow.
Until I got there. And then I go, whatever do you mean? And she goes, we have the car ready for you. And I go, oh no. And so if you guys are at home, go ahead and look up a Buick. Oh, I don't know what.
I mean, if you just say Buick, that's enough.
It's old, but old. And it's so old. And the worst part about it
is that you don't have to pay like $500 a month anymore.
That's the only good part about it. And the heated steering wheel. That's the only good part about it.
It's a heated steering wheel?
It does.
That's nice.
It's a 2009 and it has one.
That's a 09?
Yeah.
Wow. That's 6 years newer than my car.
Yeah. Your car's going to explode.
It'll be fun. That's the way to go out.
I said that's how I want to die, but I don't want to die from like an explosion in like a house or something. Mm-hmm. I want to be the explosion. I want God to explode
you want to
me.
Be the bomb.
I want to be the bomb. Yeah. However, that's not neither here nor there. However, so we were at Walmart today, me and my coworker Deshaun, and we were getting supplies for our Friendsgiving tomorrow night and the next night, 2 different ones, but for different things.
Yep.
And so we see the exact same car that I'm driving, and it is driven by none other but than somebody who's like 75 years old.
But I bet you his hands were warm.
It was a she.
I bet you her hands were warm.
It was a she. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we got back in the car and it was just awful. And it was like
were your hands warm?
They were so warm.
That's
I guess
all that matters.
That's not all that matters.
That's all that matters.
So the other thing is my boss came in today and he goes, he knew that at some point I was doing this, and he comes over to my table and he's walking with another guy and he says, "Hey, other guy, do you think guys who drive Buicks, do they ever get girls?" And
the heck?
The other guy's like, "What?" Because he has no idea.
Yeah.
And then my boss is just like, "No, like they just can't get girls, can they?" And he goes, like, it's just, something about old people cars, like that just doesn't have the riz.
The riz.
Yeah, it's
the
probably
riz.
Probably the first time he's ever said that.
Yeah.
But and he sat down and he goes, "Oh, hey, Dane, how do you feel about Buicks?" And I'm like, "I hate them. I despise them. I got in the car yesterday to drive home from Jeff City from hunting. I've killed a 10-point buck this weekend. Pretty successful weekend. But I'm in shambles in this car."
Yeah.
And it's just awful. And so what I'm saying is I'm retired for at least until I get a new car.
I think that's reasonable at the very least to retire. Retire. It'll be a few years probably until you change the car again.
Yeah.
It kind of stinks because you had a date lined up only because of your previous car.
Exactly.
And they had to call it off.
Yep.
Which is a little disappointing, but there's still hope.
No.
Because now you have more money each month to shower on whoever needs it,
to pay towards debt, so that I won't have it anyways.
Yeah, I mean that too.
So there's that. But yeah, so obviously, whenever I say retirement, I usually refrain to use that phrase, except for whenever I recently break up with a person.
Yeah.
And then for the next however long, I'm just not interested in dating at all.
Yeah.
That's the feeling it gives me. This car gives me.
But the heated steering wheel.
Sure.
The heated steering wheel.
The seats are heated as well.
When it is negative 12 degrees out, I'm sure that heated steering wheel will warm you up.
No, my heart is so sad. This car is disgusting.
I'm sorry. But at the same time, heated steering wheel. So, where were we? Yeah, grind our gears. We're done with grinding our gears, which is really nice because we also have a main segment, which you need to take 5 sips really quick to get up to 20.
I already have it.
Okay, I'll let you keep sipping so that way we both are on track to get up to the number we need. They don't have to be big sips. They can be small sips. That's 17. You need 3 more. Did you say Riz? Riz. That was only 19.
You're only 19.
You need 1 more. We're doing this for Angela. I think she's the one who recommended we take 100 sips of Mountain Dew.
What else did she recommend?
She also noted something else, which we'll get to here shortly. But before we get to that shortly suggestion by Angela Birdwell, we will do another suggestion by the Joshua Schmitz. And that is to draft our top episode titles from our first 100. No, dang it. Technically first 99 episodes. Because
skip this episode.
We have not named this episode yet. And I don't think it would make the list, so it doesn't matter. But we're going to both rank our top 5 each. You'll let us know who you think had the better overall draft of top episode titles of the Until Next Week podcast, and we'll try to make it enjoyable for you. But Dane, do you want to do your thing to ask who gets to go first here? Because I think
Siri, 1 or 2.
Please give me 1, but I'm 2.
Set the alarm for when.
Siri, pick a number between 1 and 2.
It's so easy. Come on.
A random number between 1 and 2 is 2.
Yes!
Dang it, I'm 2.
Well, I'm technically 2, but I go first, which is nice. And I'm happy because I did have one title that I think cannot be beat. And that title is We're Back.
Dang it, that was my number 1.
Number 1 of the podcast. We said We're Back, which multiple people are like, what in the world are you doing? I'm we are starting a podcast. We're back. That's all that matters. And we had to bring it back for episode 100 because we are back, baby.
We're so back.
I love that title. That was the best title I ever came up with. So We're Back is my number 1 overall choice. Dane.
We're back.
What is your number 1 overall choice?
What's up, podcast fam? We're back.
Yes, we're back. We're back. We're back.
My favorite number 1 is BK Have It Your Way.
Ah, that was my number 3 pick.
Yeah.
Man.
Because that was our most listened to episode.
Because it confused people and they thought they were going to listen to the jingle, and instead they listened to a minute of us talk on our podcast. Most viewed episode ever.
I can't believe people would press play on that and be like, where's the jingle?
Episode 7 also. Just like two early episodes with 2 of the greatest titles that we ever had. Make sure to let us know which title numbers you use so I can kind of keep track. But what's your next pick?
My next pick is Illegitimate Cats.
Oh, okay, good. That one would have been maybe an honorable mention for me.
That one was just a really funny episode. That's why I picked that one.
And that's what I kind of thought about that, but I'm like...
Because that was where Daniel Reed makes an appearance on the podcast and calls out Lindsay for how she's mistreating him.
But I just want to point out, this is purely based on the titles, not the content. But that is a really good title.
The content
I like that title. My next one, it's honestly hard to beat this for multiple reasons, but it's But Daddy, I Love Him. Featuring Michael Fuller, episode 69.
Man.
It truly a classic Michael episode. We also got a nice little spike in views because people were searching for Taylor Swift's song, and they got about as opposite as you can.
Not true. We're so close.
We do talk a lot about Taylor Swift, which is good. But yes, that is my next overall pick. Unfortunately, you took my number 3 pick. So
yeah, I did.
My next one I'll have to go with is Stop Calling Me in the Shower. Episode 55.
I thought about picking that one.
It's again, that's another classic episode title specifically, but I guess
it was in reference to when I would take a shower at my old house that I would live at with Jake Trust and Art.
Yes, shout out.
And he
sponsor the pod.
Still. He actually called me.
He actually just had 100 episode deal, so no more after this.
True.
Yeah.
Has called me twice since we started this episode and texted me 5 or 6 times.
I did see Jake Williams call. Yeah. So it's like, stop calling me on the pod.
I know. It's because he wants to do a Stratomatic trade right now.
You only have like 4 of them to do all year. Why?
I know.
Why right now?
And your deal sucks, Jake.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so what are your next 2 picks you're going with, Dane?
So my next one is the haters list.
Ooh, another good one because
everyone wants
you
to know
hate
if they made
everyone.
It. Yeah, want to know how somebody tried to get on the haters list the other day?
They asked, "Hey, can I be on the haters list?"
Well, they asked that a long time ago, but this girl goes,
"A girl?"
Yeah, she goes, "Hey, am I on the haters list yet?"
Was it Lindsay?
No, it was.
She knows she's number 1.
It was Grayson.
From the pod?
No.
Different Grayson.
Reverend Banks' girlfriend.
Oh. Wait. She's not. She doesn't listen to the pod, but she does know about the list.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And so she goes, am I on your haters list yet? And I said, no. And she goes, what? You're ugly. And I'm like,
so she's just trying to get you on the haters list.
Yeah. I just started laughing. I'm like, I'm not going to put you on the haters list because you say I'm ugly when clearly you're just saying that to try and get on the haters list.
Yeah. So then she cussed you out.
No.
Oh, man.
No, but we did have a long talk because she was like, are we friends? And I said, well, it depends. And she goes, what do you mean? And I was like, well, we didn't really become friends, so you started dating Colton. And she goes, what? No, we were friends a long time before that because we started our residency at the church together at the same time. And she goes, no, like we've been friends since then. I was like, well, we were friends, but you invited me places hoping that I would invite Colton with me. And she's like, oh, right. I was like,
she's like, you're making a lot of good points here. I don't like this.
Well, she's told me that. And so I'm like, so it depends on how you define friends. I was like, yeah, we're friends, but like, we probably wouldn't be like hanging out friends if you didn't date my roommate. So I'm like, depends on how you look at it.
She just wanted the benefits of being friends with you, which is getting Colton.
Well, unfortunately for Colton, like she's not my girlfriend, so I didn't care if it hurt her feelings.
That's valid. That is valid.
Because I was like, well, listen, I can tell you the truth. And that was the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Yeah. So it's okay.
Okay.
She's a nice kid and we're something of friends.
Okay. So what's your next pick, number 4 for you?
Will the real villain please stand up?
Oh, okay. I like that one.
That one was great because it was all about me explaining the truth of how Scar's the rightful king of pride rock. Obviously.
Wow. I'm surprised you remember that. Did you look in the title, the description? Or
No, that one I knew.
Oh, that's I actually, that makes sense. Will the real villain please stand up?
Because what else would that be about?
And Lindsay Reed? I don't know.
Yeah, she is a real villain.
Yeah. Just so you know, I am at 25, so you need 5 sips here to catch up. Small sips.
You don't know what I'm at.
You just took one big sip.
You don't know how many I'm at. I'm at 62.
You're not.
You don't know that.
I believe I have 2 picks left, so I get to get my last 2 choices, which is nice. Set low expectations.
Facts.
Episode 52. It was our last episode of last year, going into when most people make their New Year's resolutions. We're like, no, just set low expectations, and you'll be able to surpass them more easily.
I'm pretty sure mine was to stop smoking.
And I think you're doing pretty good with it.
And to be more toxic.
That's also working well for you.
I'm doing pretty good.
You did set low expectations.
Pretty good.
I am proud of you there. And then I could go a lot of different ways. I think I'm going to go another Michael Fuller episode.
Obviously.
Politicology.
Yeah, Politicology.
Featuring Michael Fuller, episode 16, his first episode he did with us. Again, just a why. I don't know. I think he said he has like a doctorate in politicology or something along those lines. And I'm like, well.
That's not a real thing. But okay.
I know, but it was Michael Fuller. So it was real to him.
Michael's a real person.
And so. it was just the beginning of a good relationship between us and Michael and this podcast. We would not be where we are today without him causing way too much chaos.
A ruckus, if you will.
Yes, very much a ruckus. And I'm sure has a big smile on his face as he's listening to us right now talk about Michael Fuller.
Michael, remember when we shaved your legs as a punishment?
Maybe he takes it back now.
Because we did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have one more episode to pick from. You have a lot to pick from, but
this one I will be giving a celeb shot to this person.
Who is it?
Siri, what is my name?
You're Tammy, but you asked me to call you Tammy Beesamere.
Okay, that's not right.
What? You have Siri call you Tammy?
I don't, but so my stepmom
sure.
I don't.
Dane goes by Tammy, people.
So my stepmom set up my phone whenever I was in 8th grade. And so the SIM card has always been under Tammy Beesmeyer.
In 8th grade? So you've had it for 10 years?
The same SIM card, yes.
Wild.
Because I'm not deleting numbers and getting them back or whatever.
Okay, Tammy.
However, that was supposed to be really cool because it used to call me what I asked it to call me, which is not Tammy Beesmeyer.
Which is...
I would say, Siri, what's my name? And they would say, you're me, but you asked me to call you Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Oh, Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
You know what episode that was?
That was, I looked it up, but I don't remember what number it was.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
Okay.
It matters to the fans. Oh, man, I can't find it because it's way down here probably. Mm-hmm. But I used to wear a gold chain and would write raps. And
go by Tammy.
No, I've never gone by Tammy.
Siri would say differently.
Tammy's crazy.
I bet you
it's episode 17.
I was going to say probably in the first 20 episodes.
Yep. Shout out to whenever I used to wear a gold chain and drive with loud music and be like, haha, what's up, player? Stay up, player.
Yeah. Well, just so you know,
player.
you have to take 4 more sips.
I'm at 93 sips.
No, you're not.
I don't know what to tell you.
Take 4 to get to 25 at least.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's 25. There we go. We're tied. Oh, now you took an extra one.
Because I'm an overachiever.
Okay, we're both at 26 sips, supposedly or allegedly.
If only we had another thing to do as a main segment.
We do, but I do have a few honorable mentions that I had written down just in case you would take any others of mine.
So true.
And I had the Ghostrunners episode 35, because again, people who are looking for the Ghostrunners, find us. And there are several of you who listen to both. So shout out to y'all. You know who you are.
To the moon.
Also, Martha Stewart is my Snoop Dogg, episode 63.
Doesn't make sense, but yeah.
I mean, sometimes the titles don't make sense. Episode 74, Helen Keller.
She's a liar. But go on.
And then episode 88, The Art of Dissing Your Neighbor.
I don't remember that one.
It was episode 88, so it wasn't too long ago, but I don't remember exactly what happened, but it was a good title.
Definitely wasn't about my neighbors.
I'm just go listen again. Or if y'all want to go listen and let us know in the comment section, you could do that.
So true.
Yeah.
Go listen to the comments section with Brett Cooper.
I knew you were going to bring that up. She was also on John Chris podcast like last week, so that was kind of cool.
I love her.
I know, but she's married. You have something weird for married people.
Well, I've been going on dates with somebody. Her name is Lainey Wilson. And
is she married?
I don't know. Let's look up. We have the internet.
Anybody who's married, like, man, that's the one for me.
It's
according to Dane.
They know they're awesome, and so they also date them and then marry them, which is lame.
Is Lane?
Lame.
Lane. Shout out Lane. I hope you're still out there.
Ha! She's not married. Let's go.
Okay.
She's currently dating Devlin Duck Hodges, but they are not engaged.
Devlin Duck? Man, you got a chance.
Duck Hodges, yeah.
That's such a dumb name.
Knew that. They started dating in 2021. Dude, I got a shot.
She's not going to be Laney Duck Hodges.
I have a shot.
Man.
Laney Hodges. Man.
Okay, so we're both at 26 sips. I think we both need to get to 30 really quick.
I can't believe
One second. You keep talking while I get 4 more.
I love her. She was in Yellowstone, and then she sings good music too.
Okay, I'm at 30 sips.
Got it. Me too.
You get your 30 right here. Get 4 more. So the next thing we are going to do is something that was suggested by Angela Birdwell. And she said that we should sing 100 words of our favorite Christmas song. And yes, we will sing 100 words of one of our favorite Christmas songs, but we're also going to alternate every single word, which can make for an interesting sing-along.
We did a little run through and it was terrible.
It was bad, but we're going to try again. Just want to say, do you want to take the first word?
Yes, obviously.
Okay. And then I know what word, which is good because that means I'll take word 100 so I know when to stop. And we're not going to tell you what song this is, so you'll just have to figure it out carefully as we go along. And yeah, we'll just see how this goes, okay?
Play it.
Are you ready?
We're doing it right now.
For this? Okay, well, here we go. This is intro. Get ready, Dane.
No, it's not. This is
you hit the first word. We got to alternate every one. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum.
Intro.
You don't need to say intro.
Oh. Whoa.
Alternate every word.
Last
Christmas,
I
gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away.
This
year
to
save
me
from
tears,
I'll give it to someone special.
Last
Christmas,
I
gave you my
heart,
but the very next day
you
gave it away.
This
year
to
save
me
from
tears,
I'll
give
it
to
someone
special.
We're doing a great job, everybody. We're not to 100 words yet. That's still not for another 30 seconds or so. I hope you enjoy how good we are at singing 100 words.
Last Christmas,
to this song.
I gave you my heart.
Are you up or I'm up?
You're up. No, I'm up. Once
bitten
and
twice
shy.
Shy.
Keep
my
distance,
but
you
still
catch
my
eye.
Tell
me,
baby. Whoa,
do
you
recognize
me?
Well,
it's
been a year.
This doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas.
I wrapped it up
and sent it with a. That was 100. That was 100 something words.
I got so much worse there. Also, I want everybody to note that we could have chosen the Taylor Swift version, but Samuel chose not to.
Because that would have gone so much better.
It would have. Taylor would have been in the video.
What just happened? Oh, wow. Okay, well, Angela, I hope you enjoyed us singing 100 words to Wham! Christmas. Last Christmas. That's the song we just tried to sing.
That was the best and worst experience of my life.
We should do it again sometime, not right now.
Never.
But in the meantime, you should do something that we like to call...
If you're walking, sit down. If you're standing up and driving, why are you doing that? Go ahead and pull over because it's the cops and it's time for Dane's Manifesto. Welcome back to Dane's Manifesto, where we talk all things that are meant to take over the world. Because as part of my following, that's kind of weird to say, but we are committed to taking over the world and indeed stealing the moon. So this week, we want to talk to committing to something and what it means to commit to something.
I'm at 35 sips because I'm committed.
You're 35 years old. So committing to something is like going and taking 100 episodes of a podcast and you put them out to the world and you make a commitment to being misunderstood. Misunderstood by who? Lindsay Reed. And what does that mean? I'm Robin. And Robin who? Robin Hood. I'm robbing you in your hood.
You brought it back.
Brought it back. And
you threw it back too.
No. Okay. And so What I'm saying is you got to commit to something. You got to work at it really, really hard. That's exactly why I gave up my car, because I'm going to work really, really hard at my job.
40 sips.
I'm at 45. So, joke's on you. And then, but you got to work at it, and you got to work really, really hard. And you got to leave it all out there and tell the world that they can suck it. Because nobody's going to understand it whenever you're making all these sacrifices and things like that. My dad's like, this weekend, he was like, you need to make more money. I was like, well, no, Dad. Like, I would love to make more money, or else we wouldn't be having this conversation. You think I don't know that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just so tired, and we need to get paid.
I think he misses the heated steering wheel. That's the issue. Hey, that's 31. You're still 19 away.
But also, no. What was it? He has two F-150s.
That's an F300.
Exactly.
That's an F2 350.
It's
F2 300.
It's two F300.
F250?
I don't know, dude. F2 Tornado.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is commit to things, work hard, go for it. It's similar to something I said in the past, but if you're really going to make something of this life, you got to find out what you enjoy and then work really hard and understand that it's never going to go as you think it's going to go. It's always going to be harder than you think it's going to be, and it's always going to be worth it more than you ever thought it was going to be worth it. So go after it, find the thing that makes you excited, and find a way to get paid at it. And that was Dane's manifesto. For episode 100, go back to walking and driving and slandering Lindsay Reed.
We did it.
I run the slowest mile.
Sorry, that was a mistap.
If any of you want to slander Lindsay Reed in the streets, I will send you a monetary value. Just tell your friends about Lindsay Reed.
I will send you a monetary value.
Yeah.
Hey, while we get to this next part of the episode, which is voice memos with the Jack Holmgren and a special guest, you still need to get 9 sips to catch up to my 40. So I'll give you time during these voice memos where you can catch up properly. So here is the Jack Holmgren for episode
I did it.
100.
What do you call a fat person from New Orleans that can't tell the truth? A jambalaya.
Pause was so long.
It was. That was better. That was that was better than what he has been doing.
I laughed when he said, "What do you call a fat person?" I'm like, "Oh no."
Sometimes it's the setup is the funniest part.
It is a setup.
He said episode 100 joke is gonna be crazy. This one is for you, Samuel. Why is this one for me?
Whoa.
What do I have against people in jambalaya, Louisiana?
I think he's calling you fat.
Dang,
that's crazy, dude.
That was a good joke. I like the setup. That was solid. A little long of a pause, but you know it is what it is. So shout out to you, Jack. And now this just in, we have some recent voice memos sent in from the Lindsay Reed. 3 of them.
She sucks.
So I have no idea what's about to happen. Let's listen.
Hello, this is Lindsay Reed. I have some updates from the Middle School Youth of America.
Yes.
There's several. This is probably going to have to be 2 audios. So from
3.
Halloween to today, here is what's been going on in my school with the middle schoolers. On Halloween, or I guess it was the day after Halloween, a 6th grader brought the equivalent of melatonin gummies to school, and at the beginning of the school day was handing them out to students.
Oh no.
And students took these sleeping pills and they fell asleep. So that student obviously got in trouble for some distribution. Another student, 8th grader, new kid, decided to call the police and order a pizza from the school, which, if you don't know, is code for help, I've been kidnapped, or I'm being abused. The police did show up and talk to this young man.
So if you call the police and say, "Hi, I would like to order a pepperoni pizza," and you say your address, that's the point. And that way it's basically saying, "Hey, my abuser's in the room and I'm calling you. Please help me right now." So yeah.
Oh, that makes more sense to me. Like, hey, I just need some backup. Here's my address.
Yeah. No, you pretend to call Domino's or whatever, and you say, "Hi, I'd like to order pepperoni pizza," and then they'll ask you questions. Like they'll be like, "Is your abuser in the room?" And you'll be like, "Oh, mushrooms? Yes, we do want mushrooms."
Yep. Lindsay Reed is right here.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Not her.
She's crazy.
That's wild. Okay, but there's still more, so let's listen in again.
Lastly, today, a student was about to be tardy for her 4th block class. I don't have her. And as she was running to make it to her class, out of her pocket fell a vape, and it landed right next to my foot. And she went to grab it, and I put my foot on top of it, and she looked at me and she said, "Caught." I said, "Yeah." And then she tried to tell me that it fell out of somebody else's pocket, and she was holding it to give to the principal, and I said, "Okay." Anyway, that's that. Just in the last, I guess it's been a few weeks, couple weeks. Bye.
That one's funny. Caught.
And then she's like, and then she blamed on someone else.
It fell out of somebody else's pocket, and I was running it to the principal's office.
That's...
Yeah. What are the odds you're like running in the same direction as the principal's office? You're not.
I caught them, and I wanted to get it quickly. They're chasing. Can't you see? Oh, I'm just really fast. I got away. Hey, wait. One more thing. Let's see.
You can just pray for educators in America is all I can say.
Lindsay, you're really improving with these voice memos. I appreciate these. You're becoming a better storyteller, which is why one of these days you can make a podcast of your own with Daniel Reed.
Daniel would be funny on a podcast.
They're funny on our podcast.
He was on a podcast called The Pure Joy Project. That's like a Jesus podcast where they only talk about that.
I'm a good friends, or I've been good. I know the person who does that podcast.
You don't know nobody.
I do, because we both worked at Kanakuk together.
Fine. Statement withdrawn.
Yeah. So shout out Kanakuk. Shout out podcast. Shout out teachers who are struggling out there, and shout out to Lindsay Reed for fighting the good fight when nobody else can. You know, those are good. So shout out to you for enforcing the law. But what do we have now? We have a suggestion from Jack Holmgren.
Probably not going to take it.
Well, it was episode 99. He mentioned again that we should play 99. And no, we didn't, Jack. So I don't really apologize, but it just wasn't practical. And we can't do it without Michael. If Michael's on here, we can make sure we rig it so he loses, so he can shave his other leg, like Dane mentioned earlier.
Tradition.
Yes. We do have some past Spotify responses I kind of want to dig into. But first, I want to say some of the responses from episode 99, which, in all honesty, we're recording this earlier than usual, so we don't have a ton of responses at this very point, but I want to read off what is there so far. The first one's from Alvaro. Shout out. He put episode 100 idea. Well, this probably won't work on this episode because we're recording right now, but maybe some other episode. He put, call some people for a 100th episode message to the listeners, or message to the host, or have them send voice memos that you can only listen to at recording. Well, that's what we do most of the time with Jack and Lindsay. But if more people want to do that, we can play that in other future episodes. And we highly recommend you send us in those voice memos, preferably on Instagram, because that's the easiest way. If you can't do Instagram and you want us to think of something else, or if you have recommendations on how we can get voice memos from you, let us know. I don't think email is the most efficient way.
Probably not.
We can look around. There's another message from Dane.
Oh, what?
Do you want to read that one?
We have a different fan named Dane.
Do you want to read what this Dane put?
I can't read what that Dane put.
He put Dane as...
Whoa, that's crazy.
And I just bleeped myself out, so now you'll have to read the comment to see what was said about Dane.
Whoa.
Whoa. The Until Next Week podcast responded, and they put Dane as something. So that's all.
Wow.
So that was episode 99. I'm sure there'll be more responses in the future.
Dane responding to Dane.
I know. It's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
We also had a poll on episode 99, which was George Bush rookie card. Oh. And the question was, is Dane crazy? And the answers were yes. Why are you asking? Or no, he's perfectly normal. And with 71.4% of the vote, they put yes. Why are you asking? So you did prove that you were crazy from taking that BuzzFeed quiz, even though they said you're perfectly normal. I don't think it's normal taking a BuzzFeed quiz in the first place.
The BuzzFeed quiz
That's what a crazy person does.
So true. The BuzzFeed quiz said that I was super normal, like vanilla ice cream that's been melted a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
Ethan Ornsby.
Yeah.
Our K-Life men's director.
Did he listen?
He listened to the very first intro to episode 99 where you said So Taguchi, Aaron Judge.
Did he know any of them?
Yeah, he's a sports guy.
Good.
But you're naming off these people and you're like, Dane, what do these all have in common? I said, they're all white. And he busted out laughing. He goes, oh no.
Because dude, literally the first person I said was So Taguchi.
Yeah. And I was like, So Taguchi's Asian, Aaron Judge is mixed.
Wait, did he just tell you that he busted out laughing, or did you see it?
I saw him do it, yeah.
That's awesome. See, we're funny. We're funny.
I told him that I was recording the podcast tonight, and he goes, you have a podcast? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, what's it about? And I was
Wait, he didn't know we had a podcast?
No, he knew. And he goes, what is it about? I was like,
and you're like, listen to the intro.
I was like, well, it's basically improv comedy. And I was like, that's the simplest way to put it. And then Taylor goes, well, the way I'd put it is if you think talking to Dane is funny, you'll really enjoy the podcast. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, talking to us is funny.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I add something to this, like
structure,
editing skills, ability to record,
a home to record in. I mean, a studio. Ideas,
bringing in people to listen. I mean, there's a few things that
ethnic
I do.
Diversity.
That is big because I'm tall.
So true.
Tall people. Yeah.
So true.
Episode 98. Another response we received was from Reiner. He put the number one wedding song of all time is "I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For" by U2, which is a good one. Then he put a close second, "Dude Looks Like a Lady" by Aerosmith.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure back in the day, Tim Hawkins, who's a Christian comedian, he has a whole skit of like bad wedding songs. Yeah. And I think those were two of them. Reiner, if you know who Tim Hawkins is and you heard those jokes from him, let me know. But I don't know. You could just be funny yourself and you're just actually copying an old joke. But those are good wedding suggestions, just to say. Some other responses. Let's see. We got to go to some old ones again from Jack because why not?
So true.
It looks like episode 44, which was Cheesecake Factory controversy. The question was, what did you think about this episode? So original. And Jack put, I agree with Dane. Nice. Coffee is horrible and doesn't taste good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
People just want to say they drink coffee for the clout. True. And they try to make it good by putting a ton of sugar in it. Just go get a milkshake.
I mean, that's probably the most accurate thing I've ever heard Jack say.
Probably.
Milkshakes are good. Coffee bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
This is relevant to what we talked about this episode. But in episode 43, which was Pumpkin Spice versus Fall Bonfires featuring Lindsay Reed.
Fall Bonfires,
I don't think we had like a specific question here, but he put a comment and he said, I'd take prime hunting and running Lindsay Reed over prime hunting and running Dane any day.
Oh, man.
Bet on it like Troy Bolton. Hashtag free Lindsay. Hashtag humble Dane. Also, in this episode, Lindsay said her dream is to be a mom. Congrats on that coming true in 2024.
No, it didn't happen in 2024.
I think it's 2025. So, Jack, you runned it.
The baby's,
you got to know. Did you call her before and ask her?
Yeah. The baby's still baking.
Well, most of the thought counted there. So, shout out Jack. Shout out Lindsay. Shout out better hunting abilities and running abilities than Dane.
I mean, what are you going to do? That's what people do to us.
You could be better.
Do.
Yeah. Yep. Surprisingly, we're actually getting close to finishing this episode, and it's going to be more timely than most of ours, which is wild. So I think we need to sing another 100 songs.
No.
100 songs. There we go. But actually, we have something called Sponsors of the Week. And for the 100th time in a row, I think, our number one sponsor of the week is Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Pretty sure this is the 100th time in a row.
I think he's been it since number one.
Exactly. And so,
yeah,
Angela Burwell, I think, said that we should do a devotion over Psalm 100.
She did say that.
Yeah.
She was throwing out those ideas every which way. Some were very great or very good. Some would have been impossible.
This is probably your best one.
Okay. Yeah, I like the singing. The singing was good.
It was okay.
Yeah.
The sips was ridiculous.
Which I'm still 10 away. Are you 10 away? No, you're 9 away?
That was it. I just finished it.
No, you didn't. Okay, you just start doing your Devo. I'll get my last 10.
So Psalm 100, it's entitled His Steadfast Love Endures Forever. And a common theme that I've been reading through all the Psalms for a while now because there's 150 of them and they take a while to read. And I try to read one a night. So that's 150 days, but some of them are super long, like Psalm 119. And so I split them up into different sections. And so it's going to take more than 150 days for me to read all these, but I do read every day. And so the common thing I've seen so far is that like it's either really happy psalm or a really sad psalm. And it usually is something like, why are my enemies chasing me? Why is my soul so downcast? Why are these afflictions happening to me? Or it's, man, praise the Lord. Look how great he is. Look how mighty he is, which is awesome. And it's like, it's just funny to see the duality of like back and forth, the entire 150 Psalms, basically. And so this one is more the latter here. And it says, a psalm for giving thanks. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Know that the Lord, he is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name. For the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. And so this is like really cool. Like, I mean, it's anytime you praise the Lord, it's like just a cool thing. And so it right in the intro, make a joyful noise to the Lord. It's calling us to like come and worship like to the Lord. And one of the, like, you can worship in like more ways than just singing. You can worship with your giving, the way you work your job, the way you conversate with people all the way around you. But some of the Psalms and a lot of the Psalms were meant to be sung. And so I'm not going to sing it, but maybe this is what it's referring to here, is just that you're going to be singing like this Psalm to the Lord and just bringing glory to his name. And so that's really cool, and serving it with gladness, and know that the Lord, he is God. And that's like really like important. It's foundational, because like if we're not serving the person who we think is God, then what are we even doing in the first place? We're just those lunatics who are just out here doing crazy things. And the people who don't see Christ as Lord, they're the ones who are questioning why we're doing any of this anyways. And specifically, I asked you this a long time in one of my devotional things, where I said Jesus is one of three things to every person. Jesus is either liar, lunatic, or he's Lord. And so you have to determine who he is for your life, because Jesus, no matter who you are, he affects your life in one way or another, because he's either going to be this guy who determines the trajectory and the path of your life, or he's going to be this guy that you're constantly blotting out and trying to ignore. I mean, you can't blot out Jesus, but this guy you're trying to rid from your life. And the really cool part about Jesus is he gives you exactly what you want. You either say that you want a relationship with him and he gives that to you, or you say you want nothing to do with him and you will eternally have nothing to do with him. And so that's a really scary thought. But even getting into the rest of this, it says we are his sheep of his pasture. Like he is the shepherd and we are the sheep, and we cannot do anything without the shepherd. We cannot live without the shepherd. We have constantly these wolves that are barking at the door, like growling at the door, I should say, looking to devour us. I mean, Satan is all around us, and our flesh just wants to take us further than we've ever wanted to go, cost us more than we ever wanted to pay, and end up just wanting more. And so then it ends, or gets towards the end, by just saying, enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name. For the Lord is good, and his steadfast love endures forever. We can't see 5 minutes in front of our face, let alone 5 years into the future. And I didn't teach this past Sunday with the kids, but I was helping the person who did teach, and it was all about suffering and the Lord redeeming it. And the illustration I told her to use, I was like, you should take the eye of the Mona Lisa, zoom in, and just have the eye on the screen. And then have the kids, ask the kids, like, what is this? And they're like, well, it's just an eye. And you're like, yeah, it is just an eye. And then go to the next slide, and it's just the picture of the Mona Lisa. And you got to like say to the kids, a lot of times we can only see what is directly right in front of our face. But when we zoom out and we look back in our past, God's connected the dots. And like, we think that God is only doing 2 or 3 things in our life, but he's constantly doing like 10,000 things in our life that we never see. And we just get to see his steadfast love endure and his faithfulness to all of our generations. And that's Jesus for you.
Shout out. Number 1 sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So, wow. Did you see that chat come through?
Which chat? I
click the chat top right hand corner. There's like a little text bubble. I want to see if we can like chat to each other within
comments.
This document.
For you,
do you see mine?
No. I see add a comment.
Add a comment. Where it says type here to chat.
Hi. Comment.
Wait, no. Wrong one. Not that one.
Show chat. Does this work?
The one that's the chat.
Dane's daddy.
Okay, that works. Yeah, I'm going to take off your other comment.
Oh.
Take off your other comment.
Which one?
The one that you put.
Why?
Oh, here, I'll mark as resolved. There we go. So yeah, we can message back and forth, which isn't relevant right now to all y'all, and that was probably really interesting. But yes, number 1 sponsor of the week is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Number 2 sponsor of the week for, I think, also 100 times in a row is Jake Trustin Art, and then also Jake's Body Shop and Reverend Banks. You know. But Jake Trustin Art, he still has art out there. Reach out to him if you need art of any kind. He can paint you, paint your dog, paint a sports athlete, or paint one of us.
Paint your dog. That's crazy.
I mean, I'm sure he could. But yeah, solid dude and dudes for a number 2 sponsors of the week. And number 3 sponsors of the week are all of our fans and supporters.
Wow.
All of them. Shout out to all y'all. If you're listening right now, you are officially our sponsor of the week.
You all get a participation trophy.
You did it. So thank you for listening. Please keep listening. And if you ever stop listening, don't let us know.
We will find you.
And we
pet you.
What?
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
We won't do that. Nope. I think some final thoughts. Reach out if you want to make clips for us.
Make clips.
We don't need ideas for episode 100 anymore because this is episode 100 in case you did not figure out yet. Dane, you still need to take 9 more sips.
No.
I made it to 50 and I think we're only at 91 together.
That's fine.
Take 9 more imaginary sips.
There might be 9 in here.
Okay. It's like little tiny sips. We need to get to 100 total. Also, Friday Pickleball, Samuel 14434. If you need 2 pickleball paddles for $98. Great stocking stuffer, by the way. Make sure to also support Dane's ministry. Links in the bio. If you decide to support him in any way, make sure to send him an Instagram message or the @Until Next Week podcast Instagram message so they can track it properly.
This is it. Last one.
Yep. Is this number 100? Do we do it?
We did it. I run the slowest mile.
No one does. 100 total sips, probably. Also, just keep telling your friends if you enjoy this podcast. Leave 5 stars. Give us some voice memos. Follow us on the Instagram and the TikToks. Thank you again for listening, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
And remember, keep it until next week.